been such on an absolute tear with Akuma going against Punk. It's do or die time. The rings are sitting, waiting to be anointed on one of the hands of these players, these teams. This means absolutely everything, this match. But look at Punk, just happy to be here, happy to play. But again, you know that when the game starts, the alpha in him comes out. That want to be the best, that drive to take his team to the top spot. He said it before, he wanted to make up for not doing so well at Capcom Cup, and do well here for not only himself, but for his team.
Just looking at the track record overall, right? Kawano has had experience against Psycho going into the first set, fell short 0-2. However, Punk having that experience against Akuma via Angry Bird didn't do too poorly against it, at least if we're within the context of Kimberly specifically against Akuma. So we'll see how this goes out. Will Kawano be able to adapt in time? Or will Punk be the one to falter on defense? Who knows, man?
Hopefully we get to see more of those air fireballs from the side of Kawano. Definitely want to see that as an option. I think that was lacking last time that Kawano had to fight that Kim. So many things that you can do with the dive kicks, the various of the demon flips. Just ways to approach an anti-air, but might better reward the likes of Akuma. Well, the crowd is, they're just not letting up on the cheers for Kawano. They understand how much this means in Japan. From Street Fighter League Japan, Good A Squad gaining another victory, another trophy, set of rings. Could it happen?
On top of that, $80,000 going to first place for their team. But most importantly, out of everything, the title of the best of Street Fighter League is what's important for both of these teams here. Good 8 Squad versus FlyQuest, the very final set of the day, of the year, I should say, is about to go down.
Premium action. It's Kawano. It's Punk. We're ready for some bangers out here. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, Noah's Box and Daniel Lau, what's up?
Let's get it.
Final match, barely awake right now for me, but hey, I'm here.
It's going to be a start of a beautiful thing.
Oh, the anti-air's right there.
Oh, that was sick.
Abdullah Khalid, Escalypse, just some guy, good to see you guys. I'm doing a bit better than yesterday, but still not good.
100% a reset.
I'm secretly ding dong, but I got a Twitch notification instead of YouTube. There we go.
You know it, Punk. Getting that perfect. Willing to spin the can. You had to spin the can, not willing.
So yeah, like the only purpose for this stream right here is hoping there are going to be announcements and seeing if we'll be disappointed or not. Because the bare minimum, this got me here. Yeah, I figured like I'm going to be using the @everyone for once. Normally I don't spam you guys with notifications. But I figured if I don't do this, most people will just ignore it.
No shot.
My money is on disappointment. What does that mean, Escalypse? Wow, Punk. Wait, did he just double perfect Kawano?
Pure.
He just double perfected him.
Pure aggression to get that double perfect. Insane.
With the quarter carry. We stand medium punch, and to get Tatsu to maximize the damage there. Off the come with the backdash.
I mean, they're doing it on purpose like this because they know, like, for Street Fighter League, they'll have to have more incentives for people to watch. Even though it's I mean, I missed it because I'm sick, but it's probably still a good show, right? I mean, you're gonna get high level matches and everything.
Has a lot of bar to utilize. If you'd like to
ready to get surprised. I'm sure they'll give us an amazing announcement. I want to make a video on this topic and I never got to do that. Maybe I'll still do the video after the announcements, just so you know what my expectation was.
A lot of these resets are going such a long way. So gets the back throw, Punk. Keep the containment going. Oh, that could have been so dangerous.
Never mind, I'm sure there will be an announcement.
first.
Yo, Loco Joe, what's up?
Almost caught him lacking. Punk blocks it out
What are you
time.
doing streaming at this hour? I should be streaming earlier than that, Loco Joe. It's Capcom Cup time, so there's announcement times. So that's the reason why I'm streaming right now. Normally I don't stream at around this hour. You've been on this channel a surprising amount of time now, Loco Joe. Like, I've been hearing for you more than usual lately. What's going on? I hope Capcom doesn't do their fans dirty, just like Sony did us with, what is DOW? God of War? God of War, right?
The overhead connects, and a meeting to seal at least another round, excuse me.
I lurk from time to time anyway, and I just happen to be logged in. There we go. Yeah, this is supposedly the final match. So this is a best of 5 match. Whoever wins this supposedly wins the entire competition. So at least Punk still has a chance to get something out of Capcom Cup there, right? With his team.
Huge force down.
Oh no.
Does get the forward throw. Kawano wants the defensive options. Does get the block, even anti-aired, but still locked down. One of the sharper anti-airs in the game. Crouching heavy punch, doing a lot of work.
By the way, why is everybody playing Kimberly? Is there, like, everybody on the team has been playing Kimberly, right? Is this, like, on purpose?
You know what's about to happen? Vagabond into the super.
That should be it, right?
Fantastic on the footsies, is outspacing the likes of Kawano and the Akuma. You're dead.
Not his best days. Well, to be fair, it's incredibly difficult. Capcom Cup, the format with the group stages and everything, is incredibly rough. Hopefully Capcom will release new costumes for the characters.
This is completely unprecedented.
Like the announcement from Capcom that they're just taking too long because it's so difficult to make costumes is completely absurd. Okay? I wanted to make a video just on the announcement from Capcom that they're working on it, but they just take more than a year to do one set of costumes. I think that is complete nonsense, and I think anyone with a brain knows that. So it's such an odd lie from Capcom to say, hey, we can't make a single set of costumes for Street Fighter 6 during the duration of an entire year. Like, that makes no sense to even suggest that, right? No, it's a lie. Capcom is lying in that spot, and it's such an odd lie because it's so obviously wrong. Like, you're telling me you can develop an entire game within 3 to 4 years, all characters, all stages, game mechanics, balancing, and everything. You can develop that in 3 to 4 years, but you can't make a single set of costumes within 1 year? This just doesn't add up.
And he stops just in case the overhead does get successfully blocked.
And this is why I have high hopes that they're just trying to be like, hey guys, there's nothing, and then they'll bust out an announcement for Super Street Fighter 6, you know?
Kawano survives yet again 2 rounds straight with immaculate defense. Bursting
yeah, it's not terrible prioritization of their resources. Obviously, the Avatar stuff is taking priority, right? But they should have just said, hey, we currently don't have... and that's probably what they want to avoid. Currently, we don't have resources. We're not managing any resources for costumes. There's nobody in charge of costumes at the moment. That's what they should have said, right? Because that's obviously the truth.
Oh, no.
A throw.
Yo, Veronica, what's up? When's the Elena trailer? I know your nose knows. My nose definitely knows. After this set, Elena trailer. It's gonna be a teaser, by the way. It's not gonna be the entire trailer. Trailer is gonna come later on. It's the teaser. It's like the intro of the World Tour mode for Elena. That's what we'll see.
The tech is there. However, Punk going airborne, getting stuffed out. Back into the scenario we go. Tick throw again. Let's see it one more time. Instead, for the side of Punk, it's gonna be Kawano sealing it out. 2 rounds straight in rebuttal.
Wow.
Time.
And also a perfect. Wow, this is an interesting set all of a sudden. Nah, I mean, it was an interesting set to begin with.
Final game. Now, the question remains, do we switch or do we stick? We staying on the Kim or go to Miss Kimmy White herself, which is taking Punk to EVO Grand Finals and putting EVO on his back, which is put this team up to this spot right here with that character.
No, like, Capcom knows that it's silly to suggest you can't make a set of costumes within a year. They don't have just don't have anybody in charge of the costumes at the moment. That's the reason why there's no costume. Everybody's in charge of the avatar stuff. They put resources for that, but not for the costume.
What matters is right now.
And this is a big or they developed a lot of stuff, but they want to release it as a single package within Super Street Fighter 6 or so. That would be cool.
We'll find out who our champions will be here in the Street Fighter League World Championship.
Yeah, Loco Joe. Honestly, as a developer, seriously, like, actually, Loco Joe, what do you think? Like, I thought, like, software developers are going to be safe. The jobs of software developers are going to be safe for a while, but AI is actually so crazy at this point that I'm pretty sure software developers are going to be one of the first ones to go in terms of, like, jobs. I'm kind of happy I chose the path of a content creator. I don't think I have a future as a software developer.
Simple stuff right now. Crouch really kicking the drive. Impact.
Oh man.
Punk should be back with drive gauge. Yes, sir. Right about now. Throw? No, he catches him low. The crouch should be the Kawano.
Oh man, Kawano on match point now.
To steal it and steal it for his team. Can you imagine?
No, they didn't really announce anything so far.
Very similar to the first game that they had against each other, the drive rush, finding success. Kawano going for the sweep again, backing away and getting the punish counter. Excellent choice. Punk now on the onslaught. OD Tatsu not managing to get the back throw. Kawano 2 steps ahead. OD Fireball getting the knockdown. What happens here with the containment? Kawano has been so patient.
Oh, punish.
Again, punished by Punk to God, letting the OD rip. This is going to be another round for Punk to God. Doesn't need to spend it. We are down to the final game. Final round.
King Sword, Capcom Cup, like, this is a Street Fighter League. So this is the finals of the Street Fighter League, and there's probably announcements afterwards, so yeah. Nope, not gonna work. Oh, next hit will kill Punk.
It's flashing, or even less than the throws continuously. Doubles down with it. Another one. Will it be another one? It is! It's a Kawano and 2 days club are your champions of Street Fighter League World Champions!
There we go. Oh man, all the way through, disappointing for Punk, right?
Can you believe it? Good 8 squad! They are your Street Fighter League World Champions!
What do you mean no skill, King Sword?
Back and forth!
Very creaminess, please. What's up? The problem with AI that I see is that you're gonna need to be educated in your field anyway to use the At the moment, this is correct. At the moment. Otherwise, you won't be able to tell when it's BSing you. That's correct. I mean, I've been using AI a lot, like ChatGPT. I've been using ChatGPT a lot to help with some projects. And it's been really useful, but you're correct. It makes really silly mistakes sometimes. But the baseline that it is offering is so unbelievably valuable. It's so much faster to write anything with it, right? So, but I think this is just temporarily the case. This is the worst that AI is going to be for now.
Amazing group effort. I'm loving the way that both teams perform.
We're kind of reaching the
squad, as well as Ninjas in
limit of what these LLMs can do. We'll see about that.
When it comes to talent and gameplay.
We'll see about that.
With that in mind, that'll be the rest from us here. We appreciate you guys. We're going to throw it to the stage.
It's a great time saver, that's for sure.
Our Street Fighter League World Champions. I
think the bigger the software project that you're working on, the less useful it becomes. But if you're like, hey, I want to do this, I want to write some code that does this, you know? Like just something from scratch, ChatGPT is going to be really helpful. But yeah, probably announcement times. They should remove throws. Nah, I disagree. King Sword. Well, what does removing throws do? Like, you can't do damage if you remove throws. Why would the opponent ever get hit by anything? If you remove throws, why would they ever get hit? Yeah, but if you add more risk, then people will simply not throw, ever.
World Championship 2024 champions victorious here in an absolutely thrilling grand final.
Like, the problem with throws are that people are not threatened by the throw. If they tech and they guess wrong, they die. They eat 50%. If they eat the throw, they eat way less damage. So why would they ever tech? At the moment, the problem is actually that the throw is too weak. The throw is so weak that it doesn't feel like a threat at all. And this is why people do not tech. So if you make the throw even weaker, then people will never ever tech. Because, like, then you might as well remove the throw.
こちらは、パネルを持っての、写真撮影のお時間とさせていただきます。こちらは賞金の
Street Fighter is not a guessing game. You need to gain your advantage by outplaying your opponent. The knockdown scenario is an advantageous position for the player pressuring, obviously. But you needed to earn that spot. When Punk was in the corner, he got there because he got outplayed on the ground initially. That's why he got there. And then there were a set of guesses that he didn't guess right. Yeah, the throw loop part is a guessing game. The knockdown scenario is a guessing game. And it's always been like that in every Street Fighter game.
最後の3試合は全部フルフルそんなことある
The guessing part is very important because if there's no guessing part, then there's also no part where you want to have a game, a fighting game that rewards you for outplaying your opponent, right? That's what we want. We want a skill-based game, right? So if you have a skillful interaction, you need the game to reward you with an advantage. If the game doesn't reward you an advantage, then like, what else should it do? If you're outplaying the opponent, should it not give you an advantage? Like, what is the suggestion? Every Street Fighter game has been like this, and it's never been a problem about the games not being skillful. Street Fighter 4 actually had the most horrendous knockdown game ever in Street Fighter, with literal unblockables after getting thrown. Like, is that better? Like, nobody complained about that in Street Fighter 4. But this is a problem, people say. The problem with the throw loops is that beginners have trouble with throws because they don't know about late tech. So they look at this on high level and they're like, oh, Punk also doesn't know what to do against throws. He's just like me when I'm in Bronze League. That's the problem, actually. It's actually literal beginners who don't know how to play the game they think the same thing is occurring on high level. That's actually the biggest problem of throw loops. And I think this is why it should be changed, so that beginners at the very least don't feel validated in thinking throws are cheap, because they're not cheap.
One by one, starting with YHC Mochi, and there's a nice embrace there.
Jimmy, should I add more throws in my gameplay? It probably won't work if you add more throws, because people on high level will latex. King Sood, are you winning by throwing your opponent at the moment? I don't even throw, and then you're wondering why you're having trouble?
Very well earned.
続いてこのグッドエイトスカットを引っ張ったリーダーガチ君、こちらにも辻本社長よりチャンピオニングが贈呈されます。
Need to understand when to throw and when not to throw.
Good Esports captain was very instrumental in the finals. Now gets awarded his championship ring.
Throw loops are necessary because perfect parry is too strong. That's why throw loops are necessary.
川野選手にチャンピオニングが贈呈されます。
If throws weren't strong against parries, then
From the CEO, and what a role he had to play here. What mighty shoes he had to fill to defeat the amazing.
you don't have 50-50s with overheads, by the way.
大きな大きな
If you give up on the throw option, you can block overheads on reaction.
辻本社長ありがとうございました。さあそれでは、見事チャンピオンに輝きましたグッドエイトスクワットの皆様にお話を
Yeah, but the problem is not the throw, misplace. The problem is perfect parry. If you remove the throw loops, then nobody will ever tech anymore, and they will just perfect parry. They will attempt perfect parry on every knockdown, and if there's no punish for that, then that's a problem.
Super close.
So you have to fundamentally alter the mechanics, all of them.
それぐらいもうそのやばかったです。も
My hands
うやばいです。
are shaking.
まあ本当に一時は対
I think people have a really shallow understanding of the game mechanics. You can't just remove throw loops and expect to function in game afterwards.
はい。
トリプルキンバリーが最後に並んだ時はどんな気持ちでしたか？
いやまあ
People tapping perfect parry gets hit by delayed
まあただ
overheads. You can just hold the parry if you want to.
たっていうのを見
You don't have to tap it.
ここにキンバリーが3体おるってことで、まあ僕らやっぱキンバリー使いの方だったり R さんに
And you can tap parry and still block. You know that, right?
たくさんに
Misplays. Even if you just tap the parry,
強いキンバリー使いの方いらっしゃいますか？
you can actually look for it. If you give up on the throw option, you can still block the overhead.
The selection at the end where they came with 3 Kimberleys, and he asked him what he felt about that. And Gachikun, of course, a Kimberley player himself, has also practiced a lot with Aru in preparation for this tournament as well, so they felt they were quite comfortable. But with that said, he was very, very nervous. His hands are still shaking from how tense that grand final was.
本当に苦しい戦いだったと思いますがおめでとうございま
This
す。
was the message I'm mentioning. Yeah, I understand. That message, I want to make a video on that. Just some guy. I saw your Discord message. I want to make a video on that message because I think it's ridiculous.
もちさんいかがでしたか？
はい、ありがとうございます。今回ですね、アメリカチーム決勝上がったということで、ダルシム的には、キンバリーとキャミはやめてくれっていう感じだったんですけど、さすがに。
I'm getting a warning on TikTok that this is not allowed content. You know what? I'm gonna end the live stream on TikTok then. Sorry guys, but apparently I'm not allowed to show this on
ありま
TikTok.
したよね。
いや、そうなんですね。キンバリーはやっぱりちょっとダルシムやりにくいなっていうのもあったんで、ちょっとチームメイトにお任せするようなことになってしまったんですけれども、しっかり3人とも、勝ってくれて。
To be honest, all I can say is different Capcom developers and new
チ
machines.
ームの勝利だと思っております。
You think people overestimate throw loops because they are bad at perfect parry? No, like the general sentiment on throw loops is very strong because casuals make the bulk of the player base, and casuals don't know how to deal with throws. So they look at throw loops and they get disgusted because Punk, a professional player, just died getting throw looped. And then they're like, oh, throws are so cheap. Punk is basically on the same level as me in Rookie League. He doesn't know how to deal with that as well. That's the problem. So if you have a game mechanic that beginners struggle with, and high-level players will get hit by frequently for completely different reasons, then that's a problem.
今回は戦う選手の数がグランドファイナルより多いとか。
Who says Broski is a casual? Broski's got another point. Throw loops make the game so much less fun to both watch and play.
そうですね。最初からジュリの連動をひたすら上げてっていう。
I mean, it's not.
おりました。
I'm not saying throw loops are perfect, okay? What I'm saying is, if you change throw loops or if you remove them, you have to redesign a lot of parts of the game. I'm not sure Capcom wants to do that, and there's no guarantee the game that we're getting is actually going to be better. That's my point of view. I'm not saying throw loops aren't problematic. I'm not saying that. I do agree that, I understand the frustration around throw loops. And I do think it's a problem. I think it's a problem, but it's more of a problem for the image of the game than it actually is a gameplay problem. But it doesn't really matter how you see it. Clearly, the current situation is not great, so something should be changed. But what I'm saying is, you have to fundamentally alter a lot of parts of the game mechanics. And you always risk making it worse if you do that.
でも本当にそれで肩の力抜けてクスッとしちゃってで本当にほぐれた部分も絶対あると思いますしなんかその瞬間にやっぱなんか
Increase throw tech window to make teching a bit easier. If you make teching on reaction, you might as well just remove it, King Sword. What's the point of the throw if you can just react to it? The entire point of the throw is that it's not reactable. If it's reactable, then you might as well remove it from the game.
You came through with Jury, talk to me about that. Pugara mentioned that, he had to kind of prepare for players coming from Europe, players coming from the USA, and this time, Jury was his pick. He went as captain in the first round.
People don't understand that if you make everything reactable, then players will not get hit anymore on high level. You need to make a game where
kind of fell along the wayside.
There's an advantage and a disadvantage position. You can't create that if everything is reactable.
He was kind of swayed by the...
That's what ChatGPT told me. Yeah, well, then you know why LLMs aren't really perfect. They don't understand context in a lot of cases.
And ultimately, of course, very, very happy to have got the W at the end. And you can see the emotion on his face. He means it truly from the bottom of his heart. Thank you, everyone.
I mean, we can discuss this another time, probably worth making a video on the topic. I'm more interested now in what content are we actually getting. Will we actually get Super Street Fighter 6? Is there going to be an announcement? Elena has to come somewhat early, because Season 3 is starting earlier than expected. Why is she crying? She didn't win. Who's she?
You did it, congratulations. And Kawano said, I don't remember a thing.
Wait, did you just say she to Pugera?
その覚えてなかったとしても1回目の対象戦で勝った後は勝ったっていうことを認識したと思うんですけど、その時の気持ちはどうだったんですか
King Sword. Or maybe Kawano? Kawano kind of cute.
みたいな感じなんですけど、その勝った後ガチ君が控え室でもうあとはカーノにつなごうみたいな感じのことを言ってくれたんで。
Wait, has Pugera been a girl all along? I didn't know that. Genuine question, why does Casual's opinion on throw loops matter? Because it destroys the viewing experience. That's why. You need to make a game not just good for competitive integrity it also needs to be enjoyable to
今
watch.
日はもう川野として川野の仕事をしたという感じだったんですかね。
まあ、川野が川野をやっただけだと思います。
ということですよね。
Like the bulk of the viewers are casuals.
That's what he's saying. He played his game and did what he had to do.
So it needs to be fun for them to watch.
語ってくれてたと思います。本当にお見事でした。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
That lady who was crying was probably related to that player, who knows? Wait, what lady? Where was the lady? I missed that apparently.
たくさんの皆様にリーダーガチ君から一言いただけますでしょうか。
はい。勝ったぞー。ありがとうございました。
A word for the fans and friends and everyone watching all around the world, and he said, "We won." What else is there to say, right?
改めておめでとうございます。ということで、グッドエイトスクワットの皆さんにお話伺いました。
Yeah, okay, that's a valid point. Is it obvious that I don't really watch sports for entertainment? It's more and more obvious, yes. But I mean, this is a really niche, like, scene, right? So I don't even blame you for that one. But I mean, the same discussions happen in like football and stuff like that, right? Oh, she was in the audience. Okay.
選手の皆さんありがとうございました。ご登壇ください。
The blonde guy, Hugera. What's happened to my face? I'm sick. That's what happened to my face.
それではここで株式会社カプコン辻本晴弘代表取締役社長より発表がございます。辻本様。
Oh yeah, let's see. This is the moment we were waiting for.
カプコンカップ12優勝しましたカケル選手、改めておめでとうございます。
Congratulations to Kakeru for winning Capcom Cup 11.
また今しがた、ストリートファイターリーグワールドチャンピオンシップ2024、優勝されました、グッドエイトスクワットのメンバーの皆さん。
The volume is really low on the microphone.
And a big congratulations to Good 8 Squad for their championship victory.
皆さん、今年のカプコンカップ11並びにストリートファイターリーグワールドチャンピオンシップ2024年は初めて日本で開催し、この両国国技館いかがでしたか？
最高！
最高でした！ありがとうございます。
First of all, I would like to thank all the players and fans who made Capcom Cup 11 and Street Fighter League World Championship 2024, both of which were held in Japan for the first time. Thank you very much.
何よりも、この大会を盛り上げていただきました、素晴らしい選手の皆さんの激闘並びに関係者の皆さん、何よりも熱いファンの皆さんのご声援誠にありがとうございました。
Thank God for Ryan.
Capcom Esports has been holding the Capcom Pro Tour and Capcom Cup for more than 10 years since 2013. Additionally, starting in 2018, started promoting the Street Fighter League, which consisted of the world's top professional teams. Thank you very much, everyone.
来シーズンからのカプコン e スポーツの取り組みについて、お知らせがあります。
As an initiative starting next season, we are pleased to announce We are pleased to. Oh, okay.
ちょっと前側
はい
ちょっと前置きありますけど、カプコン e スポーツは誰もが参加できますオープントーナメントのカプコンプロツアーと、そしてカプコンカップを2013年から10年にわたり開催してまいりました。
Okay, so Capcom Esports has been holding the Capcom Pro Tour and Capcom Cup for more than 10 years since 2013. Additionally, starting in 2018, we started promoting the Street Fighter League, which consisted of the world's top professional teams.
さらに2018年からですね、世界のトッププロ選手がチームに分かれまして、チーム戦、団体戦にあるストリートファイターリーグを開催しております。
As previously mentioned, starting in 2018, we were promoting the Street Fighter League, which consisted of the world's top professional players, which made teams of 4 that played all around the world.
来シーズンからの取り組みとしまして、新たにサウジアラビア e スポーツワールドカップファンデーションと3年間にわたり大会の連携
Oh, they have a 3-year collaboration with the Esports World Cup. That's not bad.
As an initiative starting next season, we are very pleased to announce a 3-year collaboration with the Saudi Esports World Cup Foundation for the tournament.
That's really good.
ここで EWC ファンデーション
I should go there and do what Ryan is doing just with Arabic.
Here is the CEO of the EWC Foundation, Ralph Reichert. CEO of the EWC Foundation has a message for all of us. Please take a look.
The Esports World Cup is about the best. The Esports World Cup is about the best games in the world, them together, which then brings the best players, best fans, and brings the best players, best fans, and best clubs. The inclusion of Street Fighter for the next 3 years reinforces and manifests the status of fighting games and Street Fighter as the leading fighting games title. It gives community fans, players, and clubs a clear long-term vision. There's a few things that make Street Fighter so unique and timeless. It is a video game that almost everyone has played, very easy to learn, very hard to master, and very clear to relate to. It has been an amazing esports game and one of the original origins of multiplayer and competitive gaming. So it has the potential to go way beyond the traditional esports audience and viewership. I'm looking forward to see Street Fighter 6 this summer in Riyadh for the Esports World Cup.
Yo, actually, like, that was a really great reason and introduction to Street Fighter. Like, that was no marketing BS. All of what he's just said is actually correct. Yeah, literally a true story, you know? Like, when people usually hype up stuff like that, you know? But this time around was actually, all of it was correct.
In addition to the qualification to EWC Finals from the Capcom Pro Tour announced yesterday, we are also pleased to announce the winner of the EWC 2025 will advance to next season's Capcom Cup.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
ストリートファイターリーグとカプコンプロツアー、カプコンカップが EWC と連携していくことで
I mean, it's easy to learn, like, the basics, but they're all difficult in a way because, well, getting good is never easy, you know? But modern controls makes it very easy, by the way. Loco Joe, you didn't play the Street Fighter 6, it has much easier controls for beginners.
I am looking forward to the synergy of these tournaments.
続いてはカプコンプロツアーについて、ご説明します。来シーズンのカプコンプロツアーでは新たにプレミアポイントシステムを導入します。
In addition, next season's Capcom Pro Tour will introduce a Premier Points system.
Finally! Finally! This is what we've been asking for.
プレミア全8大会の上位者にはポイントが付与され、全8大会終了後の総獲得ポイント上位
Okay, so if you're within the top 6 players, you qualify for Capcom Cup just from points. So it actually makes sense for people to travel to premieres now.
そして最後の私からのお知らせですが、 来シーズンのカプコンカップ12ストリートファイターリーグワールドチャンピオンシップ2025は日本そのうち相撲の聖地両国国技館で開催します。
And as a final announcement, next season's Capcom Cup 12 Street Fighter League World Championship 2025 will be held right here at the Ryogoku Kokugikan once again. Please stay tuned for more developments in the coming season.
Wait, what do you mean? Just the Street Fighter League World Championship? What do they mean by that?
来シーズンの素晴らしい選手の素晴らしい戦いも期待しております。また来年この両国国技館で皆さんお会いしましょう。
I'm looking forward to seeing lots of amazing matches here at the Ryogoku Kokugikan next year.
これからもカプコンの e スポーツストリートファイター6皆さん応援してください。よろしくお願いします。
Please support Street Fighter 6 from here on.
株式会社カプコン辻本晴弘代表取締役社長からの発表でした。ありがとうございました。
The presentation was made by Haruhi Tsujimoto, President and CEO of Capcom Corporation. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause once again.
皆様今一度大きな拍手と感謝をお願いいたします。ということで、辻本社長からも発表がありました通り、カプコンカップ11はこれで終了となってしまいますが、もう明日からまた来年の両国への日々が始まる。なんと幸せなことか、たまらんですね、これはね。はい、本当に、ご来場いただいた皆様、5日間というですね、長い日程の中で足を運んでくださった皆様、そして、配信をご視聴いただいた皆様、そして何より参加してくださった代表の選手の皆様、本当に5日間にわたりありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。皆様ご自身にも盛大な拍手をお願いします。
来年はまたさらにたくさんの
Ryan gave up on the
ストリートフ
translation.
ァイターの魅力を知っていただいて、もっともっとたくさんの人に両国に来ていただいて、一緒に楽しむことができたらと思います。それでは次回大会でお会いいたしましょう。ありがとうございました。
I just saw Ritas. Yo, Chango, what's up?
Mixer, summer throw?
There
Yes, sir, makes
Good
sense.
call, Cola.
Wait, that's
And
it?
This time he changes it up because the dive kick has been stopped before, and
What?
a perfect parry into the conversion will close it out with a crouching heavy punch. And and he got him! He got him! He got him to flinch, and he's going to convert into the EX-Spinning Mixer there, and he was almost...
Wait, that's it?
Oh, yeah, off the target combo. The Brooklyn finisher, Pugera, a Cosmic Buster, taking a significant win. Good A squad, already 2 games.
No, that's not what he wanted. I think he wanted
And they actually kept the really bad cuts without editing.
No.
Oh,
one more guess. One more guess.
touch. DT plus eight, the neutral jump in for a perfect KO.
Wait, there's literally no announcement?
A squad secure 40 points.
Nothing?
Ninjas in pajamas.
Not even an Elena teaser?
He does, but
No, the season announcement has already been made. That's why we thought there's going to be a different announcement today. Like, when are you going to announce anything about the next season? Like, when are you supposed to do that? if not at Capcom Cup.
Oh my lord! Mochi! Setting up shot, baiting him into the teleport just to kick him in the face. One round away from a 2-0. And that's all he's gonna need to send some points FlyQuest his way. Oh, he's alive, he's alive.
They didn't announce season 3, but they announced the next CPT season and when it's going to start. So it puts a timer on what season 3 or when it's supposed to happen, right? So I'm thinking right now, like, when is this supposed to happen?
Take a lead in the set. Face first.
Okay, dominant. Okay, there you go, Punk. Back in stride.
Of course there's going to be more views on the PlayStation Showcase. It's much more broad than Capcom Cup. Alex, you didn't miss anything, no. I mean, I think it's really good what we got in terms of the announcements for how the Pro Tour operates. I think it's a lot better to have a point system. Even if it feels a bit minor if you only have 6 players qualify through points, but at least those who travel and those who are performing well within those events will actually get rewarded, so that's good.
Oh wait, that's, oh my word, you're in trouble. Oh my word, you're in trouble.
Tokyo Game Show. I mean, at this point, when is Tokyo Game Show?
He might lose. Oh, mate, the classic example. They're like, let me micro-walk real quick. There's a slight invisible hitbox in front of it. And if
What do you mean, are they actually hosting a different channel now? This is still the same channel. These are the highlights.
Not quite.
The second jab whiffed, wasn't able to get the connect with Spiral Arrow.
Into the SA2.
21st September? No, it can't be. What do you mean?
Kimberly's working?
The Kimberly is working, at least. Is that done? Oh, wow, okay. Throw out that stab fierce and ballistic.
I gotta say, it's pretty horrible for how they're doing the clips.
It's going to be Shimpu Jinrai instead to guarantee and cement a victory here for Ninjas in Pajamas.
Like, it just cuts off and then it starts the next one without any transition. It's just ugly, damn.
Oh, level 2 is just enough to get it done.
There will not be more in a second, no.
Brings it back from the brick and perfect KO, getting his link back.
I'm confused.
Oh no! Gotchgoon actually willing to get hit by the light.
Evo Japan. Okay, but Evo Japan is like in the middle of the next season. Evo Japan is in May. All of the characters are going to be released and Evo Japan counts towards the next season. And there's no new content even announced until then? That has never happened. Like, that has never ever happened in Street Fighter, and it doesn't make any sense to do that. Does Capcom Cup historically have announcements? Yes, always. And one thing that has never happened is the new season, the Capcom Pro Tour season, starting without information on the next characters. Last year didn't, though. When did we know about season 2 characters? When did we get to know about the next characters?
Big W with the pop-off coming in. Oh, successfully finds the jump in, does Pugera.
So we started season 2 with no announcements of the next characters?
Chrissy CH, can he do it?
Drive it back
to the wall! He's just
Why is there no content for this game? I don't get it.
Chrissy CH clutches another game for FlyQuest. One more match closer to victory. 100% thus far from Kawano.
Rakota, you know that that's not how you write Reinhardt, right?
Another round of the forward Kawano. And he's taking so much damage.
This is the most popular any Street Fighter has ever been.
His drive gauge back, Kawano making a huge statement.
I don't get it.
He's taking away the title.
H-A-R-T. It's not heart as in heart. It's H-A-R-T. The E without the E.
Base of the dive kick blocks it out. ODDP. Perfect KO from Kawano.
It's Reinhardt. He's German now, Reinhardt.
Again, the sharp dive kick still gets denied. Level 3. Kawano blocks it. Level 3 of his own. Good 8 squad gets to fight another round.
Wow. Kawano.
Just waiting for one impactful moment. That could be one of
Now
them.
they can't release Elena in the middle of the next season because that would actually just be scamming people. Are you telling me Capcom is going to scam players? I'd be shocked. Are you telling me Capcom is going to be that's not going to happen. Elena is season 2. Are you telling me that the Capcom Pro Tour is going to be completely disconnected from the content cycles? Like, imagine you buy for season 3 and then Capcom is like, you know what, season 3 lasts from 2025 until 2029. You bought the season pass for how much for whatever you bought it for, and Capcom is gonna take like literal years to give you the characters. They can't do that.
Tick throw again. Let's see it one more time. Instead, for the side of Punk, it's gonna be Kawano sealing it out. 2 rounds straight in rebuttal. All tied up.
Do you think their hiccups on Wilds is having any impact on Street Fighter right now? You do know those are completely separate teams, right?
By Punk to God, letting the OD rip. This is gonna be another round for Punk to God. Doesn't need to spend it. We are down to the final game. Final round.
Tough boy, what's up? Now this is seriously confusing to me. I don't understand any of this. This does not make any sense to me. And at this point, I mean, I'm gonna make a video on this, okay? I need to make a video on this. I think now than ever, actually, it's way better for me to do a video now. Because now we know there are no announcements. Literally no announcements. Yeah, but what about the Season 3 content? When are you gonna announce that? Where are you gonna announce that? Is it just gonna be a random announcement outside of any event? And why would you wait that long if you could just announce it at Capcom Cup? It just doesn't make any sense. I told you there's no announcement. They wouldn't wait for everybody to leave and then give us an announcement. That's not what they would be doing. Capcom Pro Tour 2025 is scheduled to begin in May. That's it. No communication. What is going on? Okay, like somebody give me a reminder. When did season 2? When did they announce season 2? I'll look it up myself in the meantime. You know what? Let me look it up. Season 2 Street Fighter League. Street Fighter 6. June 8th. So the next Capcom Pro Tour season started last year as well with no information. So there's no patch as well. When are they going to patch it? When did they patch it last time around? With Akuma, when did Akuma release? In May. Okay, but doesn't that also mean there's not going to be a big update in May? Also, May means there was... Wait a minute. Wasn't Akuma season 1? Yeah, okay, so Akuma was also released basically at the very end of the season. Okay, so let's assume May is going to be the same thing. But doesn't that also suggest that there's not going to be a big patch? Like, I was expecting a big patch. And right now, it feels like, for me, there is not going to be a big patch. So, it does sound like Evo Japan might actually have the first season, like the next, for the Capcom Pro Tour, it's going to be played on the current version. So if they had a big update in mind where they're going to be changing a lot of the mechanics, they wouldn't want to have the first, like, premier winner win with the old game in mind, right? That just doesn't make any sense. Like, you would never want to do that. They'll announce more details for the Capcom Pro Tour at March 10th. Who said that? Who said that? So tomorrow? Who said that? Yeah, but apparently it's not the case. Rogue FTC. The timeline at this point does not add up. I do not think that Elena is going to come out in April. To me, it seems like she's going to come out after Evo Japan. It's written on their announcement panel. They showed on stream. So wait, they are literally giving us more information tomorrow, but they're not using this opportunity to announce something major? Does that make any sense? It does not make any sense to me. Oh yeah, right. More details about the Capcom Pro Tour 2025 season will be announced March 10th. They also didn't announce a prize pool, by the way, so there's definitely no $1 million anymore. That's for sure. They announced it here. I'll show you. Nah, that's not what I want to show. Wait, why is it not showing up? Oh, there it is. There it is. So this picture was shown, right? So it does say March 10th. It's odd. I also agree. It's really odd for them to not announce anything at Capcom Cup. Wouldn't you want, like, as many eyes as possible on a big announcement if you had a big announcement planned? I mean, that's gonna be it for me, by the way. I'm gonna have to leave for now, but not only is this disappointing, this is concerning for the future of Street Fighter 6. Like, we have never ever had a drought in content for any Street Fighter game ever like this. And it makes me think that Capcom is just burying the title. And I don't know why, because Street Fighter 6 is doing well in terms of sales, in terms of audience, in terms of popularity, is doing a lot of stuff right, and there's clearly commercial success. So at this point, like, I want to be honest with you guys. To me, it looks like there's something really, really wrong when it comes to the, like, higher ups and expectations. Maybe Street Fighter 6, they had much higher expectations, and because of that, a lot of content got scrapped. No, but they're not spending money on something that is making money. That's the weird thing. They're not making costumes. It doesn't make any sense to not have at least 10 costumes for Chun-Li and Cammy at this point. Like, 0 sense. 0 financial sense. The only way you can justify what is happening right now at Capcom is if you think like that the higher ups decided, hey, you know what, that development team for Street Fighter 6, we didn't hit our target goals for this title, so scrap it. Somebody really high up at Capcom must have said, I'm done with it, scrap it. We're done. We're not making this content. That's the only explanation that I have for this. I don't get it. I'm concerned. I want to be honest with you guys. I'm really, really concerned. This does not make any sense. Look, all I'm saying is City of the Wolves has the UAE money backing it now. Well, I'm going to make a dedicated video on this soon, okay? But that's going to be it for me for today, guys. Man, does this not feel good. I want to be optimistic because Street Fighter 6, I do think it's a great game, and I think people enjoy watching it and playing it. But this is really concerning for the future. I don't think you can keep the game alive much longer without actually releasing any type of content. It's not going to cut it to have, like, what, 3 characters per year that you're releasing. It feels like it takes, like, half a year to release a character. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, and this is concerning. That's all I have to say. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with, like, full power, and we'll talk about this properly. And I'll also make a video on YouTube about this for sure. Maybe I'll even upload this reaction, because it's my genuine first impression. But I should make a dedicated video on, like, piecing everything together with what information we got, how Capcom previously did content, and why the situation is as concerning as I think it is. So yeah, you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for tuning in for this short stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Say a sentence in German, crunch butt steak. We, the Germans, have the technology to make Season 3 very good. That's the most German that I can do. Crunch, glaubst du, ich bin kein Deutscher, ja? Willst du es hören, dass ich hier Deutsch sprechen kann? Willkommen. Du hast einen Satz auf Deutsch gehabt, ne? Also, wir sehen uns morgen hoffentlich dann. Bis dann.